Hello everybody, welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble, on the blogger site. There's an archive post thingy there, and everything is also done on Patreon for extra support. Any kind of updates I usually go about on Twitter X platform. So yesterday I didn't manage to get about doing a live stream. We'll see if, what I can do today. But I did manage to post this VOD episode 36. We still have to wait for the episode 37. Is still processing on YouTube. It's one of those things. But yeah, in yesterday I posted Jedi Survivor, and yeah, today it's going to be Mutineer Zero Road to Eden later on the day there. Yeah. Regarding live stream, yeah, I don't know. I'll try to get about doing something today, see what I can do. We are entering in Leyndell, but I still need to check one thing with Night Bernal on the recusant stuff there. I think I can get the one letter of assassination, so I can get the Raging Wolf armor, if not mistaken. But yeah, we'll get to that when we will get to that. Regarding news, we got the new AMD Software Adrenalin version driver, whatever this is. Yeah, it's got the Manor stuff. It's a new game that came out. I think it's got good reviews, Manor. Got Hypertune support for Nightingale and Skull and Bones. Nobody plays Skull and Bones. Yeah, Ubisoft's not in a good place there, but whatever. Nightingale, I didn't see any kind of updates regarding that game. It's only early access. Let's see how it goes. I need to check how it's still going. I don't see any coverage of this game. But yeah, and again, a lot of fixed issues, which is good, especially on the 6000 series. In some games that came out recently, from Horizon Forbidden West, Overwatch 2, nobody plays that. Also, Words of the Fallen. Wow, only now. But yeah, and still some known issues. Yeah, the most one is corruption may be observed while playing Dying Light 2 and I'll Awake with Radeon boost enabled. So just disable the boost stuff as a workaround for now. Max Payne 1 and 2 failed to launch on RDNA-free series products when anti-aliasing is enabled. So be mindful of that. But yeah. Nothing like huge. I'm still not sure when the FSR 3.1 is going to be launched. But yeah, I think in a couple of months, if not mistaken. Continuing with industry here. Now, we yesterday covered Samsung doing the HB, the high bandwidth memory, 3A kind of a thing there, and now X-Key Hynix. Again, I'm never sure, and I always forget to check. I think X-Key Hynix is part of AMD Group or AMD Radeon. I don't know how they call themselves. I'm not sure, but it's something that I think they acquired some stakes there, but I'm not completely sure. I know AMD acquired one of those memory manufacturers. I think it's this one, but yeah. Yeah, did they see great profits this quarter? Interesting, mainly because of AI. Of course, this memory stuff, AI demands a lot of especially high performance memories with high capacities and high bandwidth memory there. Yeah, and I just hope that this can translate to a certain, because they've been on the downside for some years. I just hope that this on the other segments of DDR5 for us consumers doesn't inflate too much the prices. I covered this a couple of weeks ago regarding how we might see some of the modules that are produced for NVMEs, SSDs, and even for RAM stuff that might be increasing the price on the products themselves by the end of the year, like 40% or something like that. Very stupid numbers. Hopefully this, the fact that they're doing money now regarding AI, they can maintain a low level on those things, on those products, on the SSDs and such. Hopefully it doesn't decrease that much if they are doing good money on that, mainly because Hynix does a lot of memory chips there. Hopefully it doesn't decrease too much, but as a wrap up here, this year they began mass production of, I don't know what this is, 1B nanometer, whatever this is, supply line. They expand customer base. They signed an MOU with TSMC for development of manufacturing chips, which is interesting. Strong sales on 128 gigabyte plus modules. Yeah, this is for the AI accelerators for sure. They made a lot of RAM memory there. And again, 1B nanometer, I don't know what this is. 32 gigabytes DDR product to be launched, support high density S3 DRAM demand. But yeah, they plan to launch SSDs. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. But this is an option for AI PCs. Again, I don't like a lot of this AI stuff. I saw some stuff regarding Windows 11. Yeah, we need something to compete with Windows in terms of a platform. These guys are just screwing around with the experience of the user there. But yeah, it's another rant for another time. But yeah, everything seems to be good for now regarding AI accelerators. I think NVIDIA just delivered the first H200, so the first next gen grasshopper thingy there on OpenAI, which doesn't bode well, but yeah. Now regarding gamings, we got supposedly a delay on Resident Evil 9. I covered the rumor that it might be an open world one. This next mainline Resident Evil supposedly has been internally delayed, which is something that sometimes happens. Not that unusual per se, but it might miss the 2025 release date there. But yeah, probably we might get, I don't know if they're working if they are working on any kind of remakes in terms of their Resident Evil franchises there, the studio. But yeah, there's been some rumblings that might be between Code Veronica and Resident Evil 5. Again, if Resident Evil 5 is remade, hopefully they can adjust a lot of the systems there. There was like the AI companion there, the lady, I think, and the shared the mechanics were kind of not the best in terms of like inventory management there, and the AI of our companion at the time. And it was a lot of action, a lot of shooting, and not a lot of horror there. It was a downgrade from Resident Evil 4 at the time. And Resident Evil 6 I never played because it was like seems like a looter shooter kind of a thing there. It's just, you just catch ammo all over the place, you just spend ammo like hell. It was very actiony. It was not a good one. Again, hopefully they will do at least the first one. I don't know, the remake, even though they did already, I think, a remastered version of that one, if not mistaken. But if they can do it in line with the other Resident Evils that they made, it would be interesting kind of remake there. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll get more official news soon, so you can get a better sense of how this will go for Resident Evil franchise. And also in a, I don't know, in the Capcom thing there, also got Monster Hunter Wilds as an open world. Mainly I'm curious about the engine itself, what they can do with the RE engine in terms of open world, because you got this case with Dogma 2, which I don't think it is the best showcase because of how they implemented certain things in terms of CPU loads. I don't think it represents the best that the engine can do, at least in terms of resource management of the hardware that is available at this moment in time. We got also Remedy make changes to core management team. So the guy that how the man is called Christopher Schmidt resigned, leave the company by the end of May. To replace him, I think it's this person here, Michael Kasurinen. yeah, and it's going to share responsibilities. Sammy Jarvin, well, again, it's Sam Lake. Yeah, some shifts around here. This Kasurian, which is the guy that has been promoted, he worked as a level designer, Max Payne 2, lead game designer on Alan Wake, and game director on Control. Still have to play this game. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope with these shakeups and the money that they are doing with Alan Wake 2, again, I don't know why they did it on the exclusivity deal with Epic Game Store. I think they missed a lot of sales there. But yeah, hopefully they don't need to work with Sweet Baby Inc. On their next games. Hopefully it's just a misstep there. Because I don't see the necessity of these kind of things. But again, as I mentioned, these people they buy on this kind of consultative firms regarding the DIY, mainly because of how the loans are processed in behind the scenes, which usually gets less fees and lower a lower percentage on the I forget the technical name when you make a loan. The lower interest rates there. Usually that's how they try to move around and force their hand on studios there. Hopefully we don't see more of this here, because I don't know what kind of effect it had on Alan Wake 2. Again, from what I saw, I think the story is okay, so I don't think there is like a huge departure of Alan Wake, even though again I don't understand why they include or why is so featured the FBI agent. I completely forgot their name, because it's an Alan Wake game, basically. That's why I think it could be like have a support role to a certain degree, but yeah, because I didn't play the game, I cannot make any more based opinions there. But I always thought a little bit weird that that FBI agent as a second character shares the screen as much as Alan Wake, given that it is an Alan Wake game. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully it's just a misstep here regarding the background of the inner workings of the studio, or else I think they're going to regret on their decisions in the long term there. We got also People Can Fly. This is a Polish studio that have around 5 projects that they're working on. They had to cancel one game, Project Dagger. Again, I don't know which kind of game it is. Action adventure IP. I don't know what it is. It supposedly was to be published by Take-Two, but Take-Two decided to drop the project there almost 2 years ago, and only now they were trying to work on it, but they reached the conclusion that they are going to discontinue the project. Again, I don't know if it is like a current IP. I assume not, that Take-Two was not owning that IP at the moment, or a very established IP. I think they were trying to do something new, but yeah, with this I don't know, but yeah, the main thing is they just dropped the project there, but they are still having like other projects going around. These guys, People Can Fly, I remember when Bulletstorm came out, was I think a funny first-person shooter to a certain degree, was a serviceable one. They also did Outriders. I don't remember this game, but yeah, they got Project Gemini being developed for Square Enix, and suffered layoffs to the tune of 30 employees. To the reduced scopes of the project, got Project Maverick being developed for Microsoft, again with estimated budget of 30 to 50 million, around I assume a AA project kind of a thing there. Got the studio developer Project Victoria by Frost, Project Red are going to be self-published as part of new strategy of making AA and AAA games. So you got 3 more that they are going to self-publish, which is interesting. Again, I just hope all the games come that are always excellent. Then you got Dogma 2 released a patch. They fixed some mechanics, supposedly the Dragon Plague mechanics. I don't know this mechanic itself, but I think it's something they the pawns that you go for other players, if they have this dragon plague mechanics, they can infect your NPCs on your world, something like that, if they are not treated with the proper, I don't know, remedy or something like that. But yeah, so they are adjusting the infection frequency, make it easier to spot infected pawns. Also, they introduce some improvements for pawns, adjusting their behavior and dialogue, making them less likely to fall off cliffs, reducing the frequency of some of their dialogue lines, and more. Again, this update is not the one that they're going to fix the CPU management on the game itself. I think this will come a little bit later. Again, yeah, I don't know how they're going to handle that, because at this moment in time, basically on big cities, the NPCs just drop when you are like 1 feet distance of them. Supposedly, they just spawn right in front of your face, which it can break a little bit the immersion there. But yeah, it's supposedly the workaround that they found to reduce the CPU usage there. But yeah, it's what we got for today. We've got some gaming deals still. Got Pacific Drive is still on sale, 20% off. We got Resident Evil franchise is still doing their thing with Resident Evil 4, 25% off on the base game there. We got Nier Replicant, 60% off now, and Nier Automata, which is the sequel, 60% off also. We got the nioh franchise, which is the first and the second one, and they are the complete editions, so 77% off, sorry, of the first one, and on the second one we got 40% off, and both are the complete editions, so they bring everything that the game has to offer. And on GOG we got Children of Mortar. This is the complete edition, 71% off. Again, I think this is a pretty decent one from all that I saw from this game. And okay, we got Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition, 33% off. Again, we might have to do some workarounds for the mod stuff, but it's more than doable. It's just done in a different way than on Steam version of the game there. And lastly, we got Spiritfarer Farewell Edition, 75% off. This is one of those that I will enjoy, would like very much to play with. Seems very enjoyable here. We've got some story on the game itself. I think it's pretty good. And if you're not sure, you always have the demo here for this game. But I think it's a good buy here. And yeah, this is what I got for you today, guys. Yeah, I forgot there is the Cabrutus guy that has the Steam creator thingy. He launched a website recently this week, which is DEI detected, for us to have not only for the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, but for overall DEI kind of affected games and studios. I will try to leave the site there. I forgot to bring up for today. I just remember now. I will leave the link of the site there, so I'm going to put it on my favorites so I can keep tracks on which games are DI detected there, because the issue with this thing is not only about Sweet Baby Inc., even though it's the one that received most publicity, let's say, or more attention, but there are a lot of these kind of companies that just want to screw around with, especially with already established IPs and change, not to the better, the IPs they already know. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. We'll plug on my Patreon. Again, the Patreon serves as an extra support, mainly for me to be at this moment in time get around getting a storage solution for me to be able to get backups of stuff that I do for my clients, and also some extra storage for the videos that I do for the channel. And yeah, this is what I got for you. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.